Welcome to Pop Culture Icons. I'm your host, Maya Starr. Today on Pop Culture Icons, imagine carrying the weight of the world's expectations on your shoulders, knowing that one wrong stitch could shatter everything. In today's episode, witness how Christian Dior, battling crippling self-doubt, transformed post-war Paris with his revolutionary new look, only to find that success can be the most beautiful prison of all. A single black and white photograph captures the moment. February 12, 1947. Christian Dior stands backstage at his debut fashion show, his trembling hands clutching sketches, his face etched with an anxiety that would define both his genius and his torment. You've felt this before, that paralyzing moment before taking a leap that could change everything. The weight of expectations crushing your chest, the voice inside whispering that you're not good enough. Rewind to Granville, France, where a young Christian finds refuge in his mother's rose garden. The salty breeze carries the perfume of blooms across the windswept coastline. While other boys roughhouse and play war games, Christian sketches. His father's disapproving glances cut deep. But Christian's sensitivity, the very trait that makes him an outsider, holds the seed of his future brilliance. In those quiet moments among the roses, he develops an eye for beauty that will one day transform an industry. The crash of 1929 shatters the Dior family's fortune. Suddenly, the boy who once lived in a clifftop mansion finds himself selling fashion sketches on Paris streets for spare change. The Great Depression strips away everything except his talent and determination. Each rejection hardens his resolve. Each small sale keeps his dream alive. Working under designer Lucien Lelong during the war years brings stability but fuels frustration. His creativity feels caged, his vision constrained by others' rules and expectations. The war's austerity only intensifies his yearning to create beauty in a world turned ugly by conflict. Post-war Paris, 1946. The City of Light still bears its wartime scars. Women wear utility clothing, their femininity sacrificed to practicality and shortage. But in a cramped, dimly lit studio, Dior sketches a revolution. The hum of sewing machines provides the backdrop to his mounting anxiety as debut day approaches. You hear the whispers of critics, too extravagant, impractical. Who does he think he is? The pressure builds. Investors grow impatient. Every doubt you've ever had about your own dreams echoes in Dior's story. But sometimes, the greatest innovations emerge from our deepest insecurities. The moment arrives. Models glide down the runway in designs that defy post-war austerity. Tiny waists, full skirts requiring yards of fabric, soft shoulders replacing military angles. The audience gasps. This isn't just fashion, it's a declaration of hope, a return to beauty after years of darkness. Harper's Bazaar editor Carmel Snow christens it the new look. The world embraces Dior's vision with a fervor that surprises even him. But success brings its own demons. Each triumph demands an encore. Each collection must surpass the last. The pressure intensifies, feeding his lifelong battle with anxiety. Behind the glamorous facade, Dior struggles. His perfectionism becomes both his greatest asset and heaviest burden. You understand this paradox. How the very drive that pushes you toward excellence can also become the chain that binds you. If you're enjoying Pop Culture Icons, please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code for our free 7-day email course, The Fame Formula. Discover how unknowns like Elon, Taylor Swift, and Beyoncé became cultural phenomena. Now, back to the episode. Not everyone celebrates his vision. Feminists protest, claiming his designs restrict women's freedom. The criticism cuts deep, but Dior persists. He believes that true elegance empowers rather than constrains. In private moments, his anxiety manifests physically. His hands shake as he sketches. Sleep eludes him, yet he channels this nervous energy into creation, proving that our greatest challenges often fuel our finest work. By 1957, Dior's empire spans the globe. His name becomes synonymous with luxury and elegance. But success extracts its price. Friends notice his exhaustion, the deepening shadows under his eyes. In quiet moments, he confides his fears to his sister Catherine, the constant pressure to innovate, the terror of failing. You felt this too, the exhaustion that comes from maintaining a perfect facade, the weight of others' expectations, the fear that one misstep could bring everything crashing down. October 1957. Dior presents his final collection, unaware these will be his last designs. Days later, his heart gives out. He is just 52. The fashion world mourns, but his legacy transcends fashion. He showed us that beauty can rise from the ashes of despair, that sensitivity can be strength, that our deepest insecurities might hold the key to our greatest contributions. Here's what Dior's journey teaches us. True innovation demands more than talent. It requires the courage to embrace our vulnerabilities. Your sensitivity, your perfectionism, your anxiety, these aren't weaknesses to overcome. They're tools waiting to be harnessed. Look at your own life. What parts of yourself have you been trying to change or hide? What if, like Dior, those very traits hold the seed of your unique contribution to the world? Dior transformed post-war fashion not despite his struggles, but because of them. His anxiety drove his attention to detail. His sensitivity informed his aesthetic. His perfectionism fueled his innovation. Today, when you face your own moments of doubt, remember Dior backstage, hands trembling, about to change the world. Remember that greatness doesn't require fearlessness. It requires the courage to move forward despite our fears. The question isn't whether you have what it takes. The question is, what beauty might you create if you stop trying to fix yourself and instead learn to harness your supposed flaws? This is Dior's true legacy. Not just the fashion empire that bears his name, but the profound reminder that our deepest struggles often contain the seeds of our greatest gifts. The world doesn't need your perfection. It needs your courage to be authentically, vulnerably, magnificently yourself. On the next episode of Pop Culture Icons. After exploring Christian Dior's journey from insecurity to iconic status, you might think you know all there is about influential figures in fashion. But what if I told you, next week we delve into a story where royalty meets rebellion? A woman who shattered expectations and left an indelible mark on the world through her compassion. Welcome to Influential Figures, where we explore not just style, but substance. The truth about our next heroine's impact on society will leave you inspired and eager for more. Please like, subscribe, and scan the QR code, or follow the pinned link to get our free 7-day email course, The Fame Formula. 7 days, 7 brilliant tactics. Learn the mindset to go from invisible to influential using the dark arts of fame engineering. Click the video that just popped up to watch the next one in this series. Or for episode summaries, behind-the-scenes info, and more, go to daily8.com/PCI. Thanks for watching.